report. I'd like to know what it says about Texas.
Pleasure to be with y'all. So, look, energy demand is just surging in Texas and across the country. And it's really good news. What this means is like the economy is strong and we're bringing the manufacturing back to the state. And Texas is the national leader in energy overall and in producing clean energy, right? Texas has figured out how to have kind of an all of the above energy economy. And it's been great for the state and great for the country, right? Just in the last 2 years, there's been $500 billion with a B of new private sector investment in the clean power sector. And that's bringing tens of billions of dollars of investment to Texas, tens of thousands of new jobs. There's almost 50,000 Texans right now working in the clean energy sector. And so, we think that this is an answer that's going to allow us to meet our economic growth, but not increase pollution and not increase our dependence upon foreign countries for our energy. So we think it's a really good story for the country, both economically and environmentally.
Okay, you said something real important. This week I was working with my medical provider, and the 1-800 number, they asked me how the weather was in Texas because they told me they were in the Philippines. Will that help us bring jobs back home? I don't have anything against the people in the Philippines, but America is my home.
Yeah, well, again, there is a real resurgence in American-made energy. And there's been tremendous progress producing natural gas, which is, much cleaner than the coal that it's replacing. But the real news of the last couple of years is that clean power is now surging forward, right? 80% of all of the new power brought on the American electric grid last year was coming from these renewable resources. And that means jobs, right? It means that we have power to make our manufacturing competitive. It means we have jobs at the actual facilities producing the power. But maybe most important, it's just tremendous amount of new manufacturing, right? 160 new manufacturing facilities announced. And a lot of those are in Texas. And it's building the components for the wind and the solar and the batteries. So, there's about 460,000 people employed right now in these industries, and we expect that's going to double in the next 10 years. So
I'm so excited you talked about these things, about job, about clean energy, about Texas, because people want to know what affects them. They want to be nice to the environment. They want to be great to all these other things. But what about my household?
Yeah, well, so, look, folks in Texas know about energy boom and bust, right? What's been one of the stories about the American economy, which has been really tough for the last 20 years, is our energy prices go up and down when it's not in our control, right? When, Putin attacks a neighboring country, when the Saudi sheiks turn down production, we see American energy prices spike. And the great thing about these technologies is the fuel's free, right? Once you build the facility, the wind price, price of wind doesn't go up, the price of solar doesn't go up, and so you can get really stable prices, and it's bringing affordable energy to, Texans and people across the country.
That's correct, because if you travel Texas, you see all the energy, the wind farms. Tell me about your company, how do you play a role in this?
Sure. So, we are the trade association that represents all the companies that build the clean power, right? It's the manufacturers like, General Electric that build big wind turbines. It's the big power companies that actually, create the renewables. It's the companies that build the transmission lines. So, we've brought all those technologies together under one association so that we can, both understand how all the technologies work together, right? The big companies, they do it all, right? They'll have gas, they'll have nuclear, they'll have wind, they'll have solar. And so we wanted to make sure that we could look across the industry, but also have the kind of political power so that we can make sure that we have good, durable federal policy, right? It's terrible for American industry when the policy changes every 2 years. So we're trying to make sure that we have a stable government environment so that we can have the private sector succeed.
I thank you so very much for talking about this. Those who want to know more information, where do you send them online?
Yeah, look, it'd be great. Folks should hop on cleanpower.org, and they'll be able to look at what's happening in Texas and get a sense of what's happening in clean energy across the country.
All right, you guys head on over there with me because I want to really know more. Thank you. I really appreciate you being my guest.
Great to talk with you.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of The Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to youtube.com/ValderBB Show and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.